If you are a fan or follower of the royal family, if you're a fan of soccer, this story is really interesting. And if you're Meghan Markle, it is really, really interesting. So there was a big soccer match, if you hadn't heard, between England and Italy over the weekend on Sunday. This was for the Euro Cup. And England lost in a really heartbreaking fashion.
And this is a huge deal, Charles, a huge tournament.
Yeah, this was played in London at Wembley Stadium, and people in England were absolutely heartbroken.
And it's been decades since
they went to penalty kicks, and England missed three penalties.
Yep.
The players, unfortunately, who missed them were black. And almost immediately, when the game ended, there were horribly racist things being chanted from the stands, from English fans.
Their own players, the players they were just rooting for.
Right. Now they're saying these things, and there was more hatred even online. So much so, got to the point that Prince William, who was at the game with Kate Middleton and also with their son, Prince George, and early on enjoyed the game, but obviously were upset at the end as well. But Prince William had to speak out and say something about all of this racist abuse that the players were suffering. He said, "I'm sickened by this racist abuse aimed at English players after last night's match. It is totally unacceptable that players have to endure this abhorrent behavior. It must stop now, and all those involved should be held accountable."
Strong.
Very strong.
Yep.
Really strong and true.
Yes, absolutely true.
But a lot of royal family watchers and fans were wondering, didn't hear this when it was Meghan Markle who was getting the abuse in the media from the British tabloids. Nothing was said.
Everybody's calling him a hypocrite, Charles. Everybody on social media.
Yeah, look, guys, I think it's kind of a fair point. He's not mincing words. He gives this strong statement where he takes the mantle of leadership. This is a guy who's going to be king someday. After Charles, it's him. So he says something important in this role, but where was this energy when Meghan Markle was taking those attacks from people within the royal family, and they look for leadership, and where was this? That's the question.
Yeah.
Right.
If you speak out like this for players who obviously they deserve to be, have people speak up for them.
Yeah.
But Prince William doesn't know any of those players, whereas Meghan Markle is your sister-in-law.
Right. Well, I think right, and there was racist stuff said online. There was some questionable stuff said in the media in the UK. Yeah. Right. So. Yeah. Right. And you didn't hear anything from William at the time. I think with respect to some of the stuff that came out in the Oprah interview as far as the royal family being racist, I think he didn't comment on that because he doesn't believe that the royal family is racist. He objects to that part of the story. But certainly, why not stick up for Meghan Markle when there was all that racist stuff being said by outsiders?
Yeah.
I think it's possible he sees this as tawdry family business versus the things a leader does when the soccer team is out there. Everyone looks to the royal family for these kind of events, and maybe the family stuff he wants to keep private. But it is strange. It's strange.
Hi, I am Alexandria Armstrong. I'm calling from Warner Robins, Georgia. I guess my take on it all is I agree. As a family member, you would definitely expect for the Prince William to say something about a family member, but to play devil's advocate, let's just say that he is learning his lessons from everything that has happened, and maybe he's turning over a new leaf. So maybe the next time something does come in, we will see him actually stand up. Maybe he learned something, so maybe it's not necessarily that he's been a hypocrite, but maybe he's learned a way to deal with it. Maybe.
That is a fair point.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, it is certainly possible. And by the way, if that is the case, maybe it does open a door to the family, to a
little reconciliation.
Harry and Prince William really reconciling. So we'll see.